Welcome to my studio. I decided that I would film the process of me working on this larder piece. So this is two panels, two wooden panels that I've put together to work bigger. And I really loved like the underneath of this painting before I put the white on. The composition, it really wasn't working. There were so many lovely marks and colours and like variations and transitions, but overall it just wasn't working. So I played on my iPad on Procreate and I decided that I wanted to tone it down and put in this like large kind of off-white section and then work back over the top of it, possibly adding a glaze. So that's what I'm doing here. I've got a pink glaze, like a pinky red glaze that I'm adding down, and that is Flow Improver medium that I'm using. So I thought I would add a really light pink, but I was rushing and it turned out a lot more pigmented than I wanted. So here I'm kind of like working into it, spreading it out, deciding if I like the colour, and now I'm wiping it back. So a lot of painting for me is adding in and then removing. So here I'm like softening that pink touch in the strokes. And then I'm adding some orange. This is such a gorgeous colour. And it's a transparent paint, so you can see the layers underneath. Then I decided to blend it because it just wasn't working still. And for me, like, I have to keep painting and not be scared to change anything or ruin anything. I have to keep going until it hits me that that's where I want to stop. And then this is my favourite part. I absolutely love like scribbling with paint and making marks. I think that's my favourite part of the process. Kind of like where you're near the end and you can add all these beautiful scribbles and darker tones. Some paint splatters there. Keeping on with the scribbling. I think this is probably like my zen moment. And then it's just balancing this out. So like I have a big dark scribbly area on the right hand side. So now I'm adding in little pops of the same green so that the whole painting kind of like talks to each other. And in the end I decided that the pink was still like, it was still too colourful, this painting. Like I wanted something that was more neutral and pared down, so I'm adding this off-white on top of the wet glaze and blending it in, so it's creating this like really soft, really soft pale pink. And then I'm just lighting up a few areas. And there we go. So I really loved it at this point. Like I know that I put a lot on and took a lot off, but you can see all of it through the layers. Like you can see those beautiful marks there where it's dripped behind the paint. I've scratched through, which I absolutely love doing with wet paint and revealing what's underneath. And now I'm just adding in some finishing touches, some really subtle tonal shifts here and there to add some variance. And then some mark making with some, I think these are water soluble wax crayons. So you can add water and then it can turn into a paint basically. You can move it around. But I really love this orange. I thought it went well with the orange colour that I popped on earlier. And that is where it currently stands. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'll see you next time. Bye.